internship there and like study abroad here and like all this stuff here, but sometimes it's really hard to know like actually how to do those things.
Oh, we knew life would be alright, but who could have known it'd be this good? Oh, Lord.
Okay, hello everyone. Today is gonna be a very like just name drop video. I know I talk a lot about like, oh, find opportunities here and do this and on internship there and stuff like that, and like study abroad here and like all this stuff here, but sometimes it's really hard to know like actually how to do those things or what company to do those things with, good experiences, what's a scam, who's gonna pay you and who's not actually gonna pay you, and stuff like that. So today I'm just gonna be name dropping all the like institutions, some of the institutions. I'll probably remember a lot more of them later on, but some of the institutions that have just like completely changed my life and whatnot, so that you guys can know that like if you're looking for a place to start, if you're looking for a place to put yourself out there and like start building your resume, start gathering good things that you can put on your college application or stuff like that, or even just like enrich your life, because most of these programs are enrichment programs, then this video is definitely going to help you. And you could write down all these names because I stand by them, or at least I had a good experience with them. Yeah, so let's get started. Number 1 is CIEE. This stands for, I forgot. Let me search it up. And I'll put the logo here so you guys don't get catfished or like scammed. This company, it's called, it stands for the Council on International Educational Exchange. And it is basically the company that allowed me to study abroad for close to no tuition. So the only thing I had to do was pay for the plane ticket, but I got a scholarship for the tuition completely. Like, I think it was $50 that I had to pay for the tuition. Like, all the things we learned, all the trips we went on, all the food we ate, like everything was covered under the scholarship. I kid you not. And the only thing I had to pay for was the plane ticket, which was like $700 something. So it was an expensive plane ticket, but I also booked late. And there was a whole thing with that. But like $750 because the tuition for a month in Yucatan, Mérida, living in a host family's house, eating great food, going to great places. I went to Chichen Itza, I went to a cenote, I went to all these places, learning the language. I had class, like we had good teachers, bro. Like, it's just like the best immersion experience I've ever had. It's not something that I thought was possible. When you're in high school, CIEE gives scholarships to, I think it's junior and lower, it might be. It's basically a 99% scholarship to travel the world. And it literally changed my life. I have people in Mexico that I love and care about and who know my name. I'm fluent in Spanish now. Got my seal of biliteracy. Like, that program was like insane, unbelievable, to be honest. And I'm just like so blessed to be able to have had that experience and for it to be affordable for me. So CIEE, definitely recommend. I have a referral code. Do I? I think I do. I have a referral code for $200 off, something like that. And I can put that in the description down below to make it even cheaper. But yeah, CIEE, all love to them. Great experience. I have a vlog and everything so that you guys can know that like I didn't get kidnapped. It was like a really good experience actually. And yeah, if you're interested in studying abroad, they have places all over the world, like literally all over the world. And it doesn't just have to be for Spanish immersion. It can be for like climate change, research, things like that. Definitely a company I recommend checking out. Yucatan, Mérida is such a beautiful place. And so like being able to experience it with a great community, wouldn't trade it for the world. But yeah. Number 2 is Bovard Scholars. You guys have also seen my vlog about Bovard Scholars. If you haven't, 1,000 out of 10, changed my life once again. Absolutely. Another reason why I'm making these videos is because while I was in the program, I was just thinking about the fact that like all this information that I'm learning, not everyone knows, and not the people who should know, they don't know. So this program is specifically for people who want to learn more about the college application process. So it is something that you're supposed to do your junior year. Once again, the summer of your junior year of high school. I learned so much through that program. I loved all the people that I met, all the experiences that I had. Definitely recommend. It is very competitive, so if you don't get in, like, honestly, not that big of a deal, but as long as you try, that's what matters. Like, I promise you, as long as you try, that's what matters. So I recommend applying to that program. I think their application opens soon, or it's already open, I believe, but it closes sometime down in like January. So you still have time, and it's on the campus of USC, which is another perk, because if you literally want to go to that school, like if that school is one of your options, then it's a good way to experience the campus and the life of that school. And I knew I wanted to go to Stanford, so that's not really why I went to the program, but that program helped me get into Stanford because I just was so much more like confident in myself. I was so much more understanding of what the college application even is. So after doing that program, by the time I was even applying to college, I was just felt ready, you know, like that program allowed me to feel ready to apply to college, which is not a small thing. Like, I definitely didn't feel ready. I don't think anyone feels ready to apply to college. So love that program for sure. Number 3 is Thrive Scholars. This is a program that I actually didn't do, but I heard about it, and I know some people who are at Stanford who did that program. This program has a heavy commitment from what I know. It's 6 weeks over the summer. So you go to the summer, and for 6 weeks you're doing SAT prep. So I know that that's what this program does really well. It has good SAT prep like courses or something. Bovard Scholars also does SAT prep, but Thrive Scholars, I know you're working like SAT prep for like 6 weeks, and it really helps people who are struggling like to get a good SAT score or don't have the resources to hire a tutor or something like that for the SAT. So they fly you out. It's 6 weeks during the summer. That is a program that I know some people who did it, and a lot of them got into like really good schools. So I'm just putting this out there in case this is also another program that you're thinking of applying to, or that you want to just shoot your shot with. 3 is Trio. Trio is actually, I don't think it's just a Chicago thing. It's one of those programs where it's federally funded. So it's funded by the government to help students have like more access to college enrichment opportunities. I know Trio was how I did a lot of my college tours, like the tours that were the colleges. The colleges that were in Chicago, in Illinois. Trio would like have a big bus and like take all the kids to like to visit colleges and stuff like that, to do tours and ask about financial aid and stuff like that. Trio kind of was just like a program that just helped you even like review your resume, review your application. There's an advisor. So search up if they have Trio in your area, because although I know they have like a headquarter in Chicago, they don't have a headquarter everywhere, but it is also like could be online help that you can get from Trio. And it is funded by the government, so you're never really paying for anything. So it's really nice. You can get someone to look over your essay, someone to look over your resume, help you write supplementals with Trio or Trio affiliated programs. So Trio is a good place to start, like organizations like Upbound or like the Boys and Girls Club. Things like that, they're kind of similar. They kind of just help you. They're a way to like give you help for free in like certain areas that you need help with, or even give you community, like people who are also applying to college or people who also just want more enrichment opportunities in your city, in your state. They might help you and tell you about job opportunities. They might like stuff like that. TRIO is just one of those like organizations that is at least good to be on their mailing list, because they will just like email you opportunities or like let you know about different tours that they're having and stuff like that. Now this next one is a Chicago only thing, but I'm putting it here because I know that different states have different versions of this, but this is called After School Matters. I'll put the logo here. After School Matters is like one of the best things to ever happen to Chicago and Chicago youth. You get to work with all these different companies. The pay is definitely minimum wage or below, but the experience that you get from these opportunities are insane. Like I've worked in like a dance program with like a dancer who used to dance for the Joffrey Ballet Institute. I'm really bad with names, so I know I butchered that name, but crazy opportunities. There's like a cooking one, there's a coding one, there's an art one, poetry one, and there's literally all these like opportunities that are on that platform that just give you a plethora of ways to spend your time in such a cool way. Like also for people who are young and want money, it's one of the best ways to get money. Like it's probably going to be your first job if you're in Chicago, or if you're any other like city area. Look for where they provide youth with jobs, because it's probably going to be your first job, your first introduction to getting money and saving and budgeting. It's like definitely changed my life because I met amazing people. I had amazing opportunities. I got to start saving from a young age. It's amazing. I believe you can start working at like 14. And although this is in Chicago, other places have different forms of this. Maybe like New York. I forgot the name of it, but New York has like an initiative for kids to work and do like little internships, or maybe like California and stuff like that. So I think it's more city-based things, but try to look for where you're able to get paid as a young person, like younger than the working age, which is around like 16 or something. Big cities usually have places where you can get paid to have entry-level positions or like experiences over the summer, or maybe a summer break or spring break. Even spring break initiatives. After School Matter has things for spring break. They have things for winter break. They have like all these different things, and it's a way to spend your time during those breaks doing things that can help you know what major you want to do, know what job you want to do, know what you're interested in and what you're not interested in. So I highly recommend After School Matters, or basically any type of like youth internship, youth apprenticeship thing program, because you never know who you're gonna meet. You never know what experience you're gonna have that could help you realize what job you want to do, and like just encourage you to go out and like connect with different organizations in the world. So definitely recommend that. Secondly, this is also Chicago based. Another program that changed my life is One Summer Chicago. Just a great way to get a job, a great way to spend your time in the summer doing something that is good for the city, the community. I was able to work at the Chicago Public Library with that program, and I just have good experiences from that time. It taught me a lot. You're also working like for the city, so it's like looks good on resumes, I guess. But it taught me a lot. The pay is better. Like once you get older, you can do One Summer Chicago. The pay is way much better than After School Matters. You're working for the city, and it's honestly just a lot of fun. You're working in your community too, so it's a lot of fun. But I don't know if they have this like in other cities or in other states or something like that, you guys should drop in the comments like of the names of these other programs, or like ways people can get jobs in other places like where you're from, because I know that New York has a lot of opportunities, Texas has a lot of opportunities, California has a lot of opportunities and things like that, but I just don't know the names of them. So definitely drop in the comments and let other people know. But yeah, One Summer Chicago is like a really nice way to get a job. There's like cool jobs. You can be like a pharmacy technician, work for the library, be like a camp counselor. It was like really just nice way to connect to your community and still make money. Last on the list right now is BigCartel. This is not like a job organization, but it is a way where you can make a job. So if you are creative, if you have something to sell, if you like love to make things, BigCartel is one of the most affordable ways to sell the things that you make. I've referenced this in another video before, but I used BigCartel to make a small business that I had when I was younger, and honestly, it changed my life because it was my first time getting into the world of business, getting into the world of marketing, getting into the world of web development, and I was able to do it for free because BigCartel has a free plan, which a lot of places don't. For example, Shopify was a site that I was like, oh, I can't afford that because I'm not ready to like do big scale business like that. So BigCartel is an entry level way where you can start learning how to keep inventory, promote to your customers, make a website, have a running website, and sell your things. And that can literally change your life because now you're learning the world of being your own boss. And that's just such a beautiful process to go through. And BigCartel was the company that helped me do that from scratch. The Stanford flu is going around right now, you guys. It's not good. It's not pretty. I've been sleeping all day. But their free program helped me get my foot in the door and like taught me so much that I need to know so that I'll be able to handle myself when I do upgrade or when I do like go to other platforms and stuff like that. It was such a good experience I had with BigCartel that like taught me the world of e-commerce, which is something I'm really interested in, but I would have never done it had there not been like a free plan or a free way to do it. So shout out BigCartel. Yeah. This is all I have for you guys. I really tried to stay away from Chicago-based only opportunities or companies because obviously Chicagoans are not the only ones who need help, but there are a lot of opportunities in Chicago. Love that city. But so I hope this is helpful for you guys. Please drop below any names of organizations that you know that do similar things in other states or cities. And yeah, let me know if any of this was helpful for you. And I hope you get your first job, your first internship, your first anything, you know. We're all rooting for you here in my channel, this space. And I know you can do it. And I'll see you later.